Good morning from very sunny Montenegro here today. It's October and already the sun is out and about, and unfortunately it means that it makes it very difficult to film outside. So I've had to come in today, but not really a problem. So this is part 5 of a 6-part tools that we can use for fasting. And so what I wanted to do today is look at the different lengths of fast and talk about those and which option might be best for you. I think the most important thing is looking at what we can do long term. And I would love to hear from anybody today that's done a really long fast, has lost weight, and a year later has managed to keep it off. I'll talk a little bit more about that at the end, but would love to hear from people who have done that. But we're going to talk about shorter fasts today and what we could potentially do long term. So I think I see a lot of people who kind of want that quick fix for weight loss. But fasting for me, as I've said previously, is really a health plan with a side of weight loss. If you think about how long maybe you've been carrying excess weight, how can we successfully lose it? I think the slower we lose it, the more likely it is to keep off. And also over time, you then change your relationship with food. I think if long-term fasts can almost reminds me of when we've done really strict dieting where we restrict what we eat. And yes, you can lose the weight, but is it long-term sustainable? So we need to address the reason we've put weight on in the first place. So why are we carrying that excess weight? So let's look at the different lengths of fasting and what they can do for you. Now, for me, I can do IF. It's not that difficult. So delaying the time that you eat, switching then to fat burning. If you've not, like myself, I've eaten 5 or 6 small meals a day. I've never really been one for eating a huge feast or a big meal, like one meal a day. I've always eaten little and often. So for me to go without food for a huge period of time has taken me kind of the last video where we talked about turning that dial and slowly but surely building up to IF is something that most people can do. So that means delaying that you're eating and then closing your eating window maybe early in the evening. But you can change it up to suit you. But it means then the body then can get into that switching over into fat burning. And I think that's really important. So for long-term health and slow weight loss, I think IF is an amazing opportunity for people. I try to do 19 hours every day. Obviously, we change it up. Life gets in the way sometimes, and so you can't always do that. But, if you can do 17 plus, you're not only switching over to fat burning, but you're also going into autophagy too. And I think that's giving the body time to repair some of the cells. And we all need that on a daily basis, that opportunity to be able to repair the bodies, the damage that life has caused us. 24 plus. Now, the body is now resetting the gut lining, which again is a great one for people, especially anybody that recently has taken maybe antibiotics or any medication that has had a detrimental effect on your gut health. So throw in occasionally a 24-hour fast. It certainly will do your body some really big repairs. Now, the next one, 36 hours. Now you are really kicking into that fat burning. And so maybe you can throw in a 36-hour fast and do it for a week. Can you do that sort of once a month? Can you do that sort of every other month? And plan your days when you're not eating around your social events. For those that don't know about alternate day fasting, we're going to do 36 hours. So that's I'm looking at the clock, finishing your evening meal, closing that eating window, going through the evening and the night time, not a problem. Waking up the next day and not eating again until the following day. Now, if that's too difficult for you, you can have a small snack or meal in the evening just to get you through that sleep pattern. For some people, going 36 hours, it's the second night that can be very difficult. So do what you can, and then if you need to, it's fine. Have a little bit of a snack, a small meal, just so that you can sleep that second night. Then when you wake up the next day, you can literally eat for 12 hours. And that's then telling the body, yes, you can get into the fat burning, yes, you can get into autophagy, and you can use the power of all of that. But then the next day, you're telling your body, see, we're not starving ourselves. This is very different. We are now feeding ourselves. So you do not need to go into, panic mode and hold on to those calories. So 48 hours is a great, 36 plus is a great one for ADF, alternate day fasting. Then 48 hours. Now, you really are kicking into the dopamine hit now. You should start feeling, feelings of joy. And it's a great one for people who suffer from depression. So can you do 48 hours occasionally? Have a go at that, and use that as a tool to help you if you're feeling, a bit down. The next one is 72 hours. So a 3-day water fast, which is one of the things I offer here. I mean, we do all of them, but I would like my clients to do a 3-day water fast. And I think for anybody that's doing fasting, throw it in once a year, twice a year if you can. There are no downsides to a 3-day water fast. Not saying it's easy, but your body will be really happy. So you're literally then repairing your entire immune system. And why not, tap into that ability to do that? If here you want to do a 3-day water fast and you don't want to do anything, that's fine. You might feel tired, you might feel lethargic, you might end up with a headache, you might have a few, toxins come out in your body, but here you're supported. So whatever you feel like doing, obviously you're not surrounded by food, you're not surrounded by friends or family, so it means that you can just concentrate on your own. And tap into what emotions are coming up. We also offer things like, tapping, meditation and journaling. And I think a 3-day water fast is a great opportunity for you to do that with your body. So the key is to trick your body and work with your body's ability to tap into all of that superpower. So whatever we do regularly, the body gets used to. So I think changing it up is a great opportunity to, again, just change it so that the body is not getting used to. If all you've ever done is IF, throw in, a slightly longer fast every now and again, or have a day where you eat for 12 hours and change it up and use the ability of the body to tap into all of that. So another way to shock the body, which is something we do here at Hillside, and it has the same ability as fasting, so adding it onto a fast is amazing, which is a cold water dip. We're lucky we've got a river at the end of the road, and we go into that fast moving water. There's a waterfall where you can dip the whole body in and get a real shock for the body. But if you can't do that, have a cold shower every now and again. If you scream, even better, let it out, let some of that emotion out. But it is another great tool that we can use. Now, the next video I'm going to do for next week is all about your food choices. So we know fasting, we hopefully know now about clean fasting. If you're going to fast, you have to clean fast. And if you don't know what the difference is, then please do some research, and I can talk a little bit more about it on another video, but I probably mentioned it before. So once you're fasting, you're clean fasting, then what about your food choices? What are the right foods for you? When's the best time to eat? What do you want to eat? And I talk a little bit in the video about diet brain, how we have to get away from that diet brain. So I will talk about that next week. Hopefully you've enjoyed this video, and Goodbye from sunny Montenegro, and I will speak to you guys soon. Thank you.